Try your best where you are currently at. At the moment, just focus on the current situation that you are holding in your hand right now, especially when you don't know what to do next. That is why in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to get through this or how to overcome those situations in your life when you don't know what to do next. Hey guys, welcome back. How have you guys been lately? Have you guys been doing really good? By the way, guys, it's been such a long time that I have been very lazy without doing any content. So that is why believe it or not, I have been feeling very guilty because I have been out of touch with my audience and actually, honestly, I was very lazy to do my content, so that's why I have been silent. But I am finally here once again, getting ready to share my life experiences to you guys. Okay guys, before getting started, I would like you guys to subscribe my YouTube channel to keep in touch with me and to see all of my updates. So if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel yet, please click the button down there and let's see what I've got today. Today, I would like to share with you guys an attitude towards my life and a life lesson, sort of like a life lesson that I learned from one of my colleagues who is one of the person that I really admire most. The other day, we were talking about these and those, including ourselves, our work, and other things. And she came up with the idea to talk about this. She went like, she's always told herself to try her best in every situation or wherever she's at right now. This is like very inspiring. And moreover, she is not only a waiter, a server, but also a white sommelier at my workplace. I can definitely see her spirit and I can definitely see her working hard, focusing on work, and moreover, she is such a hardworking person. She's smart, she is intelligent, and what I like the best about her is that she always motivates and inspires me. At some point, this is the reason why she is one of the person that I admire most. That is why what she said literally was inspiring and literally got me an idea that I'm going to use for this content, because she said she has always told herself to try her best in every situation. That literally got me looking back on what some of my followers asked me for opinions. They went like, Moon, I'm currently working at a restaurant. I don't know what to do next. Or they were just like, Moon, I am currently studying Japanese. I cannot go to Japan, so I don't know what to do next. Or they would just be like, Moon, I'm currently studying English and I'm almost finished my basic level, but I don't know what to do next. So can you give me some idea or like some opinion about that? So these are times that literally make you confused, not knowing what to do next. That is why in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to get through this or how to overcome those situations in your life when you don't know what to do next, by using that masterpiece that I learned from my colleague. Try your best where you are currently at. Please remember, do not think about any other things or do not think about what you can do, like what you cannot do at the moment. Just focus on the current situation that you are holding in your hand right now, especially when you don't know what to do next or when you don't know how to do next. This is like very simple. Please don't overthink. You know, it's very good to have a dream. You know, like I have literally been telling my audience that it's very good to have a dream. You gotta have dream, especially when you're over 20 or when you're around 20. I I would say this is true, but at some point, for some people, there are like times that life literally makes you confused, not knowing what to do next. As I just mentioned, you were currently working at a restaurant as a waiter. You also want to go abroad, or you also want to learn Japanese, or you also do like a lot of things. That is why that situation literally makes you confused what to do next. So I would say focus on one thing that you are holding in your hands right now, meaning that you have to, you gotta try your best where you are at right now. So for example, like you're working at a restaurant as a waiter, you can just focus on one thing, which is your job, which is being a waiter. You can learn a lot of things about food. You can learn more about the menus that you use at your restaurant for the customers. Or you can just start focusing on working so hard, and then who's gonna know that you're going to be a manager? So like first of all, assistant manager, and after that manager. So like you gotta know that later is better than never. So you don't want to do anything because you don't know what to do next. So this is your fault. Sometimes you might think that you don't have any dream, and that's your fault. This is not how this works. It's not your fault that you don't have any dream, but it's your fault that you don't do anything just because you don't have a dream. This is the reason why what my colleague said is very inspiring. Try your best in every situation, or try your best where you are currently at. And moreover, for example, you are currently learning or studying Japanese. So what I would like to suggest is that you gotta focus on or specialize on studying Japanese until you become a native speaker. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when you don't know what to do next. After you have become a native speaker, or after you have become proficient at Japanese, who's gonna know that you can learn a Japanese course? So this is how this works. You cannot complain because you don't have any dream and you don't want to do anything. Just like this, for example, like if you were currently studying English, you also want to go to abroad, or you also want to go to, you also want to do another things just like content creators or food vlogger, or just like, social influencer, and you don't know what to do next. So in this situation, you are currently studying English, so you can just focus on studying English, and then you can specialize accents, grammars, or you can specialize in studying English. And who's gonna know you're going to be a native speaker, or you're going to speak like a native speaker after you have specialized in English and become a native speaker. Become influent just like a native speaker. You can learn a class or who's gonna know that you're going to be just like me, because I've been sharing English to you guys, right? You could also be a social influencer who shares English on social medias, or who is gonna know you're going to have a YouTube channel that you can share your opinions or your English to next generations. That is the reason why when you don't know what to do next, or when you don't have any idea how to do next or what to do next, you can just focus on where you are currently at, where you are at right now. So if you are studying English, you can just focus on study English and please become fluent in English, and later that you can learn or start a course. So this is the dream. This could be a dream for you, being an English teacher. You know what I'm saying? Or you were working at a restaurant as a waiter and you don't know what to do next. So you can focus on learning menus, drinks, cocktails, wines, or stuff that you use daily, that you use at your restaurant daily. And then you can become a manager, or you can become a boss, and who's gonna know that in next 5 years you can own your restaurant. So please always remember that it's always better to do it later than do this never. You know what I'm saying? And also, please also remember that it's not your fault if you don't have a dream, but it's your fault if you don't do anything just because you don't have a dream. Okay guys, that's my tip for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't force yourself. Please relax and do a little every single day, because consistency is a key to success. Okay guys, I would like to see you guys in my next videos, and I believe you guys get something special from this video. Thank you guys.